On March 5, 1982, Les Lawson was abducted from his Lake Ellen home, barely a stone's throw from Wakulla High School. 2 months later, his skeletal remains were found along the canal next to an abandoned airstrip. Investigators determined Lawson had died from the blast of a 12-gauge shotgun and that robbery was the likely motive. Arrested and charged with the killing was John Mills, also of Wakulla County. Mills was convicted and was executed in the Florida electric chair in December of 1996. Today, Mills' nephew, Herb Donaldson, insists there are still many holes in the case.
There's been no murder weapon that's been found. Blood stains that were found on a shirt. The FDLE agents said that it may possibly be animal blood, so no DNA test has been done to prove that it's actually been human blood. The person who pointed the finger at my uncle said that he had been beaten and abused while in jail and forced to testify that that shirt belonged to my uncle.
Besides the unresolved evidentiary problems, Donaldson has serious questions about the way the murder trial was conducted.
If this was not done fairly, if my uncle was not judged by his peers in a court of law, and remember he was black, the jury was entirely white, then he was also a victim.
Donaldson says that's why he spent many years on his uncle's case, combing police reports and court records, interviewing the people connected with the case in any way, all in a painstaking effort to determine if justice was actually done.
The least that I felt that I could do for my uncle and also for the person who was supposedly his victim is find the truth. It's find the truth.
All of this is contained in Donaldson's book, Southern Shock Americana.
I took a chance on writing it. You know what I mean? I took a chance on putting that out in the county where I live, where my family lives, where I lay my head down at night.
Although Donaldson says this is a chance he was willing to take, mainly because, he says, the case, although many years old, is still such a contentious issue.
And I hope more than anything it creates a dialogue in Wakulla, in our community, a dialogue that has not really happened, a dialogue about race. It's a dialogue about race. You know, this happened in the 80s, but there was so much going on, so much of the residue of the Civil Rights era, so much of the Black Panther Party, so much of all these different things that were happening at that time.
Donaldson reads a passage from his book to show that forgiveness and reconciliation is possible, even for those hurting the most.
When asked if she wished to say anything regarding the death of John Mills, Jr., a woman replied, "I have no comment. Another family is suffering." These words were among the most compassionate ever spoken by a Wakulla County resident in regard to this case. It was in my moments of rage, when recalling this incident, that these words humbled me. It was when I felt despair upon viewing the world and how cruel it could be, that these words filled me with hope and pierced my mental darkness with the tiniest light, letting me know that there was still kindness to be found in the heart of man. These words were spoken by the mother of Leslie James Lawson.
For WFSU News, I'm Tom Flanagan.